and today we are going down the rabbit hole and talking about Disney remakes. I know that this is a difficult topic to discuss on my first video, but to be fair, we're putting this together so quickly. We're Minnie's alone because I couldn't find my Mickey plushie. Go-Go, if possible, please, clip art one in or something.
Yeah, I was also thinking of having Mickey look sad for a second, then doing that.
Now, before we start on our video, I would like to hear... Disney lately has been making more live-action remakes of its classics than they have been making original animations. And a lot of people don't believe they can possibly live up to the original. Thank you, Smart Me. Now, I can understand that a lot of people don't feel like the Disney overlords are coming up with new material. And, I get it. And I also know that some audiences feel like they're overly pandering to a politically correct culture. Even my mother, who would not let us watch Kim Possible because of her outfit when we were children, and the Lady and the Tramp was a little sanitized for her taste. Personally, however, I feel like most of these can give us a new version of the same story. And I always love seeing how different people take the same material as an avid book reader and someone whose main writing projects tend to be fairy tale retellings. For example, Beauty and the Beast expanded the story, they fixed plot holes, and while Emma Watson won't be a Broadway caliber singer anytime soon, speaking as someone who only listens to that, I've heard worse singing in movie musicals. Alice in Wonderland was a nice sequel to a classic story very close to my heart. And the Tramp, as I've mentioned, is controversial even in the eyes of my Kim Possible hating mother. However, it gave me a new perspective on the movie. Of course, I didn't know there was a plot line growing up. It was just a lady dog trotting around the place. All I remember was spaghetti scene, the beginning scene with her cat box, and the end scene where there's a bunch of puppies. And they're all one race.
I don't have a Tramp plushie but here.
Go-Go also donated this plushie to the cause. Anyway.
It's for the Tramp, but it's not actually Tramp, obviously. It's just
a
dog.
Clearly. But yeah, for some reason the puppies are all one breed or another. I don't think that's how genetics works. And also, the Siamese cats.
I don't have those, sorry.
Well, I can't blame you for that, Go-Go. They're a historic relic. Let's leave it at that. Pete's Dragon was a reimagining of a movie that I admittedly hated as a child because Go-Go here was watching it on a loop.
I was 6.
I think you were younger than that, but...
That further proves my point.
Yes, ma'am. Dumbo was the same way, although I did enjoy Dumbo as a child, though the elephants on parade terrified me. Go-Go's laughing at me. And my mother, who was the one who got mad about Lady and the Tramp... Let's put Lady back off camera, now that I no longer need her.
Oh.
And my mother, who was the one who got mad about Lady and the Tramp, was very grateful when they dodged the... shall we say, badly aged crows. And Go-Go's and my older sister was very grateful that the aforementioned hallucinated pink elephants were left out too, even if Tim Burton, of course, put in his own little spin on the sequence, which, to be fair, I thought was very clever. Lion King is the only one I really didn't like because it was a shot-by-shot remake, and I've never really been overly fond of The Lion King in the first place. Okay, and on top of that, I had a difficult time telling the different lines apart, and there were a few things I would have liked to see. For example, expand the original story, and I gotta say, I love Lily James' singing voice. Gogo insists that she also watched the animated version of that on a loop, but for some reason I could tolerate it better. Aladdin is my favorite remake thus far. It expanded the story, gave us fantastic new songs by Paul and Pasek, who I absolutely love. Although I will never quite understand why they took out Desert Moon. And it gracefully fixed some dated elements from the original movie, which is especially important because we've been having a huge surge of Islamophobia. Also, Mina Massoud, the guy who plays Aladdin, is a talented guy who deserves so much more respect and love and work, and I think Gogo has a crush on him.
I said he was cute.
Mulan hasn't come out yet because of certain events going on right now that won't be named.
The C word, but with 5 letters and 2 numbers.
I think we decided you were editing something in if possible.
Oh, okay.
But they are basing it more on the original legend, and the witch looks to be a better antagonist for the title character as well as a better foil to her. And Maleficent, I love the Maleficent movies. Sleeping Beauty was one of my favorites as a child, that and Alice in Wonderland, obviously. Because I love the artwork and the music. It was a darker imagining, but anyone who knows me knows I love those. More than you would have expected me to if you knew me as a child. But that's kind of a digression. And Gogo is laughing at me again. We want Aurora to have more agency in her own story. She spent like 2 minutes in the movie not being asleep. For Maleficent, they brought in the very talented Elle Fanning, who reimagined this character as this lively, bright young woman. Who is maybe a little naive, but who would be if you were raised by fairies? One mistake, though, was Jungle Book. I get that they tried to be a little more true to the book, and I respect that. I love it when movies actually follow the books they're based on. But they tried to be dark and keep the songs at the same time, which, as much as I love the darker stuff, led to an uneven tone, and the singers weren't great. It was like the Once Upon a Time musical episode, but at least the singing was okay in that. Even if it made no sense in context. But it's far from the first mistake Disney has made. And I think that's all the live-action remakes so far, though we all know more are on their way. We have a Peter and Wendy story coming. We have Little Mermaid, of course. And I am so excited to see Daveed Diggs in that. I was not a fan of Little Mermaids as a child. None of us were, but I'm excited to see what they do with it. And I'm excited to see how they reinterpret all these classic stories in the future. What do you guys think? Please discuss in the comment section. Please know that I love friendly debate, but I will not tolerate any hate comments toward anyone, and you will be removed. Please like and subscribe if you want more and like this video. And I will see you next time in the rabbit hole.
Couldn't even get through Fablehaven. Or Polar Express.
This is a story for another time, Gogo. And I love how they're
Oh. Oh, okay, I need to cut